Melinda Roya, the 2 days conference, Global Summit. Yes, we are in day two Global Summit 2023. We cannot see you.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I think there we are.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi. Welcome to Global Summit 2023. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, Melinda?
I am doing great. Thank you with all your support. And I think you are enjoying the 2 days event, right? With the unique presentation, all the wonderful women at one spot gathering, sharing their experiences, stories, inspiring, right?
Yes, yes. It's always a beautiful
So,
thing.
thank you so much for joining this session. So, welcome
Absolutely.
Dr. Anita on this stage. So, before we start your presentation, I'll give a brief introduction of yours and later you can start your presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So Dr. Anita C. Powell is a thought leader, international poet, speaker, author, Michigan Unemployment Appeals advocate. She is the founder of the TAPNTU Movement, LLC, creative director of Ingai Creative Thought Academy, Poetry, and Music Publishing Empowerment through Spoken Word Poetry Foundation. Anita holds a doctorate in metaphysical science and has backgrounds in massage therapy, aromatherapy, skin square alchemy, and herbalism. She is certified as a meditation practitioner or teacher, transformation life coach, massage therapist. Anita is a global chair for the All G100 Oneness and Wisdom, All Ladies League, associations with American Metaphysical Doctors Association, American Federation for Suicide Prevention, Poetry Society of Michigan, and the National Federation of State Poetry Societies. Currently, she and her family, the Angels Dream Team, are partnering with BuildOn.org, raising funds to build a school, the Burkina Faso African community. Under the Empowerment Through Spoken Word Poetry Foundation, Anita continues to volunteer her time, talent, and treasure via advocacy work with unemployment law related matters, field work with the American Federation for Suicide Prevention, metaphysical teaching, spoken word delivery, and platform speaking domestically, nationally, and globally. Anita aspires to encourage recognition that there is perfection within our imperfection and we are naturally human and divine. Wow, such a beautiful interaction, Anita. We love to hear your presentation. Yes, so you can start. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Durga, for this opportunity. And thank all of you, the IDAS facilitators and team who put this wonderful conference together. I'd like to just say, just go back on some things so that I can give props. The global chair, I am not the global chair to Oneness and Wisdom. A beautiful sister has taken over that role and she's doing an excellent, excellent job. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Well, and it also, Sister Kiliani, I want to say thank you for your message. I carry here, this inside of this little vial here are mustard seeds. I delivered a message in my spiritual community called "We All Need a mustard seed," and in that message, it inspired me to carry along these mustard seeds because what that symbolizes is that which is within us is that faith of a mustard seed when there is no inner doubt, as Yehoshua Jesus said, when you have no inner doubt, and that's the key. That's the key to your own universe and the power of you. When we have no inner doubt, it shall be done. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. You know, Agmandingo said that at our very first cry at birth, God whispered in our ear, "You are the greatest miracle on earth." And this miracle that you are, so multi dynamic, so magnificent, so powerful. And within that power, yes, we have the positive power, and we have the sometimes the, I'm not going to say destructive, I can say less than constructive negative, because that's the whole of us. That is you, your own universe. Because just like the vastness of the universe that is outside the Saturn and its rings, there's order. Well, just inside of you and me, it is you, it is me, your own universe. And within that universe, we have this energy, because everything, as a metaphysician, I've learned everything is energy. Every single thing is energy. There is formed energy and there is formless energy, and it all intertwines and mingles together. It's like the perfect marriage. And what I want to share this afternoon, this glorious Tuesday, wonderful Tuesday afternoon, the energy that I'm speaking of in particular will be the formed energy, our system, and then the formless energy, our system. Now, I don't know, I did have a PowerPoint, but I have it. I'm not sure, and I don't want to disrupt anything here. So I'm just going to continue because I printed it out. I said, you be planned. You always plan for A and B. All right. So anyway, I want to share that when we talk about the energy, when we talk about you, your own universe, we have all of these beautiful systems within us. We have the central nervous system. We have the peripheral system. And we know that the central nervous system is the brain and the stem. And then we have the peripheral vision. And that peripheral vision are the nerves that outstretch from the brain and the stem. That is power. And there's that communication. Now, within the peripheral, we have the somatic, and then which is voluntary. How I'm doing this, I'm moving. We can move our arms, we can move our legs, moving my head. We can talk and speak, and all of these 650 muscles that we have, we can move them. And then we have the autonomic. That is the involuntary. Our heart rate, our the involuntary muscle movement that we have no control over. That's the peripheral, and with the autonomic, that's the non-voluntary. As well as with those systems, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but we have the enteric. That's our stomach brain. Did you know we had a stomach brain? And that influences our gastrointestinal behavior, how we digest, assimilate, and 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 gravitate toward, just like the energy, and the acronym for energy that I love to call it energy, energy. Everything naturally engage, resonates, and gravitates towards the inside of you. So however our nerves are fluctuating and flowing within our human consciousness, as Dr. David R. Hawkins said, the vibrations from 20 to 1,000, however our vibrations are working within our system, that is the essence of the energy that we bring to us. That's very powerful. You, your own universe, that is very powerful. All right. Now, I want to say, I can talk about so much of things that are in us, but I want to narrow that focus, and I want to talk about our the systems that I was sharing, the formless system, and the form. The forms are our 10 vital organs that we have within our body, including our integumentary, our skin, which is the most fiercest protector of us because it keeps the free radicals from entering into our bloodstream, which is our lifeline. Power, that power that we have. Now, within that, our formed energy, then we have the beautiful subtle energy, which we call our chakras. And then we also have the 10 bodies, which is called the human capacity. Okay, now I'd like to talk about how all of this comes together. And the one thing that is formed that is a great influencer of how we do things and how we can manifest And how we can maneuver this is the vagal nervous system, our vagal nerve. Our vagal nerve is something that starts at the stem and goes all the way down and goes into our abdomen, which carries from our throat, our physical body, our throat, all the way down to our base, our soul body. And it is our soul within us that can let us know what's going on and things that we may need to pay attention to because when our soul speaks to us through our body. We only have to listen. So these are the chakras, which are seven major. There are 122 secondary, and there are 21 minor. I'm only going to concentrate on the formless energy that's in conjunction or in relation and location with the vagus nerve. Okay. All right. With the body system, we have the three. We have three minds, and then we have seven bodies, and some of them are the subtle energies. Okay. So now, how does this work? All right. So the power of you. You say, okay, what are you saying on this? What is this? All this? What are you saying? All right. The power of you with the somatic movement, the involuntary, the sympathetic, in the autonomic nervous system, that's where we have the parasympathetic and we have the sympathetic. And I know you guys have heard about the first thing. I get these confused. I got to take a minute sometimes. The first thing we do when our adrenals are up and when we are alert because we need to be alert due to danger or something that is causing us anxiety. The first thing that our system, the amygdala and all of that, the limbic and the power of you, the first thing that we would want to do for safety is to flee, is to run. If we're not able to run, then what we do is freeze. If we're not able to freeze, because that's not going to bring us safety, then what we may do is faint. And the last thing that we will do in essence to preserve our life and to preserve our power within us is to fight. And that's the sympathetic nervous system. Now, some of us, even, like I mentioned before, the shadows within us, we have the you within us. It's not all peachy and everything. Power doesn't mean it's always going to be positive because it isn't. We are powerful beings, powerful energy, that it is paramount that we pay attention. We pay attention to the thoughts that are in our mind and the feeling that surrounds the chambers of our heart. Now, in the center of our heart, absolutely, that is the truth center. That is where spirit lies. That is where no type of negative, whether constructive, destructive, negative, goes into there because that's the purity. That's where we that's where we obtain that God asked for faith as a mustard seed. That's what's inside of you. That's what's inside of me. All right. So now, talking with this, the sympathetic, there are some of us that we are on a chronic survivor mode and may not even know it. One time I had developed shingles and I went to the doctor. When I went to the doctor said, "Oh," he said, "you're under stress." I said, "No, I'm not." I said, "I'm not under stress. I'm not feeling stressed." He said, "Yes, you are. You just don't know it." The power of you and the power of me, another paramount thing to do is to recognize into to thine own self. Know ourselves. I did not know that I was stressed, but I was stressed. So we learn how to reduce that stress. One beautiful way to reduce the stress is to, as much as we can, maintain in the parasympathetic. That is the rest and digest. And here's where that beautiful vagus nerve comes in. That vagus nerve influences that parasympathetic nervous system because what the vagus nerve does, every breath you breathe, when you breathe in, the vagus nerve takes that information, that subtle energy, and it relays that message to the brain. When we exhale, that brain will then say, okay, what message did I get from the vagal nerve? oh, this person, oh, okay, we're anxious. Oh, we're uptight. Oh, we're afraid. Okay, so now I'm going to send that message back to the vital organs throughout by way of the lungs and send the message to our vital organs that, hey, you're upset, you're uptight, you're anxious, you're afraid, you're nervous. And then the cycle continues. It continues, it continues, and it continues. And what it does with our energy, with our formless energy, as well as with our chakras, because, and I'm going to start from the base with our base chakra. When we are not feeling as confident or assured, or that faith to know, hey, you know what, sometimes we just need to leave things alone. That faith that says, okay, whatever the situation, because there are rhythms of life, I trust my universe. I trust the God in me. I trust the goddess in me to lead me where I need to go, to speak what I need to speak. That's the power in you. And when we understand that, and then we're able to take those steps, then our base, our foundation becomes stronger by way of that vagus, and then also thought, because we know thought is intent and content behind all of this, be it the vagus nerve, the the 10 vital organ systems, the 10 bodies of the in human capacities of all of the chakras. Behind all of that is thought, because absolutely nothing precedes a thought. It's always going to form a thought. And when we are able to consciously, when we consciously keep that vagus nerve alive and active and just loving on stuff, then that is the equilibrium. That is the balance that we can access along with meditation, prayer, journaling. We can do those things too, but I'm talking about a formed, a tangible essence that we can hold on to and say, okay, this I know has great influence, because the vagus nerve is the longest nerve in our system, and it's called the supreme essence of our formed energy. So when we talk about our base, if we're lacking or feeling insecure of our foundation, our subsistence, how we make our money, how we pay our bills, how we do things like that, that goes into the sympathetic nervous system as it then is coming out of the parasympathetic. When we have a strong vagal nervous system, that vagal nerve is going to say, nope, 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 you're good, and you know you're good. So because this is how we're working it. So then we have that soul body that's with the base. That is one of the bodies that we have as far as the human capacity, where that soul is communicating and saying, okay, your energy, okay, you're afraid of this or you're afraid of that. Listen, and because there's nothing wrong with being afraid, nothing wrong. The power of you, your own universe, that's part of life. It's nothing wrong with being afraid and then embracing it and saying, okay, I'm afraid of Susan, forget her name was, feel the fear and do it anyway. Susan Hayward, that's the actor. That's the actor a long time ago. But Susan, I forget her last name, but she wrote an excellent book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Well, that's what our vagus nerve helps us to do. It helps us to stay in that calm state in 19. It helps us stay in that calm state. And then when we're working on in our sacral, when we have those butterflies, those nervous butterflies, that vagus nerve can turn that nervous energy into excited energy, because that nervous energy makes us want to move back and say, oh, I don't want to be with that. Our excited energy makes us move forward, say, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. That's our vagus nerve. That is our vagus nerve, the wanderer. Is communicating that information from the efferent and efferent, from our organs to our brain, and our brain to our organ. Then we have that solar plexus, our solar plexus chakra. That's our willpower, our positive mind. And then also the sacral is the negative mind, because we do have a negative body that is within us, a negative mind, I should say, within us. That is not the like a no, no, no negative. That's not that type of negative. It is an informed, it is a protective negative. It's that negative say, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Don't go left, go right. That's that one. Then when we get to our solar plexus, which is our power center, our will, our positive mind, how are we viewing the mind with our, how are we viewing the mind with our feminine energy on the left side, viewing ourselves and how we let others treat us, and how are we viewing our with our masculine energy, how we're viewing the world and the people that are in it. How are we thinking about that? These are things, and then all of this, all of our, with our 10 vital systems, the blood that's coursing through our bodies, all of this plays a part in our activity of daily living. Talk about breathing and not having to think about breathing. This is what's going on inside of us all the time, 24/7, 365. I mean, all the time. And we don't have to do anything with that. It's just be. Then we have our heart chakra and our neutral body, the balance to keep us balanced. That vagal nerve, that formed energy, that vagal nerve can help keep us in a neutral state, in a balanced state. Earlier when beautiful Melinda said, we're human and divine, that's that balance. We've been so caught up on our frailties, our human limitations, our faults, our faux pas, and our frailties that we put to the back burner, greatest miracle on earth. We put to the back burner, hey, listen, you're all so divine. But we have not, we have almost like put our divinity in a little cup and just placed it in the back and said, okay, we're going to leave it there. Our heart center and our neutral body helps us bring back that balance. That yes, we are human and we are also divine. Yes, where there is imperfection in us, yes, there is perfection. And then you have your throat chakra. This is your physical body. We're all teachers. Every single last one of us are teachers. Our blueprint. This is what we came here to do, to speak and to do. What is the people? Some people say assignment. Some people say calling. When this is strong, when it's strong and it's assured and acceptance and acknowledges everything, then we know why we came here. Our one purpose here on earth with everybody, there's no different purpose. The one purpose we came here to do is to express the attributes of the Creator. How we do it is the blueprint, our natural gift, our talent. Some are here to encourage, uplift, to to inspire, to motivate. But we are all ministers to minister, to serve self and others. And this is from our blueprint and our physical body, the teacher. Because everybody, and what is it? What do we say? A teacher is one who is gifted in learning. So as we are teachers, we are also learning. People come into our lives to teach us what we need to know, how to grow, to glow. As a friend of mine says, I love that, grow to glow, to teach us what we might need to want to change, where we may not have acknowledged. Again, your own universe, yes, there are shadows. To not accept the shadows that we have is to be imbalanced and to be not authentic and to basically be in an illusionary state, because we all have shadows, just like we have that goodness in us, we have that bright sky, we have those cloudy days as well, and we're to embrace that, the power of youth. So I want to give you some exercises here, because I see it's 24 minutes after. Okay, so now as far as stimulating your vagal tone, what I've been doing, and I love the word the tone with it. What I have been doing is I've been working on a treadmill, and it really works, you guys. It really works. I've been working on a treadmill, and as I'm working on a treadmill, I'm singing. That stimulates singing, chanting, humming, exercising, deep breathing, yoga, massage, and above all, laughing. I know you guys heard laughter is food for the soul. Try it. Stimulate your vagal tone, your vagus nerve, and I guarantee you, you will see a difference. Nothing difficult. Incorporate that in your ADL, your activity of daily living. Like I said, get the one that fits you and do it on a consistent basis. Be consistent and disciplined with that. And you will notice a difference within your mind, just everything, your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. Our spirit is always intact because it's not affected by anything of this earth. It is not of this earth. And that's one thing that the vagal nerve can help us do too. Just to sum it up, is that we can live in this world and not be of it, not be influenced by certain things because we know who we are. We know that the power that we have, which is absolutely beautiful, and we know that within us, we have our own universe because we know it is one energy and one love. And of all of this, we are connected to ourselves and each other. And all we have to do is accept, and that vagal nerve will help us in that parasympathetic state where we are tolerant, we are patient, we are accepting, we are self aware, and we are giving peace, not only to ourselves, but with each other. All right. I hope this message served someone well. It is my prayer that it does, and that is you, your own universe. So go in peace, blessings. And if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you. Oh, it's okay before you go. If you want to get in touch with me, you can email me. Oh, there we go. Here we are. All right, Melinda. Or you can email me at tapintoyou@gmail.com. That's TAP, the letter N, the number two, tap and the letter U at gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook, Dr. Anita Caprice, no space, Dr. Anita Caprice. All right. Oh,
Yes.
so welcome, Esther. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Bless you, my sister. Hi, okay,
Thank you.
Melinda.
Yes, yes, Dr. Anita. Thank you so much for your mesmerizing presentation today. And yes, you have a message from Esther. Esther, she wants to connect. Maybe might be after this event. So yeah. So, and we
I'm
have a question for you.
sure.
So, yes, here is the question. So, how can you use the power of your own universe to achieve your goals and dreams? And can you tell some of the common limiting beliefs that hold people back from realizing their full potential?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for both those questions. Great questions. The second one, I'm going to address the second one because I'm going to need Melinda to read the first one for me again. The second one, the main limiting beliefs that we all have, and I call them karmic debt because some of us will have more than, more level than the other. We either don't believe we know enough, we don't believe we are enough, we don't believe we're worthy, we don't believe that we're deserving. My karmic debt is knowing enough. I have that, and that's one of the things that's on my journey that I'm working on because life is teaching. Life will bring us experiences to let us know, hey, once you get past, you need to learn this lesson. So those are the main things, and that's it, really. That those are it. Know enough, have enough, deserving, and worthy. That's it, because that's going to be the level of the vibration. Because what we put out there, that's what we're going to get back. You know what I mean? So when we work on that, when we work on, hey, I am enough. I am enough. And even well, you know what I'm going to say? My humanness. Sometimes my humanness, I'll say, okay, I'm not enough, and that's cool. But I know the God in me. I know the goddess in me is enough. So that's going to make me, it's almost like now I embrace that I don't know enough, because I can tap into that other part of me that said, "Oh, girl, yeah, you enough. You enough. So quit tripping." Now, what was the first part of that sentence? I'm sorry, Melinda. Thank you, Yannick. The first part of the question. Let me see. Someone my sister Esther asked that part, the not enough, and then what was that other part? Something about, oh, I think it's about, as far as your you. Always, you know what? Always embracing who you are. Embrace that shadow. We all have that stinking thinking. We all do. Sometimes people say, "Oh, get rid of it, get rid of it." The more I'm like, I'm a Carl Jung psychologist, Carl Jung fan. Carl Jung said, "Hey, don't concentrate on the problem, concentrate on the solution." So every time, if I keep concentrating on a problem, oh, my thinking, this and that, then I'm going to keep concentrating on, oh, I'm not a good person because I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that. We all have those thoughts. Embrace them. Sometimes they'll come in my mind. I'll say, listen, and I talk with myself. Sometimes people will say, oh, it's okay if you talk with yourself, don't answer. I say, well, why in the world would I talk with myself if I don't answer? Of course I'm answering myself. So when I have those thinking thoughts, I'll entertain it and I'll say, okay, now stop it. I don't want to think this anymore. It's enough. That's enough. That's enough of that. And it works. But I don't say, oh my God, I had that thought, or oh my God, I gotta change me. I'm a bad person. Nope. I just say that's enough. Go sit down now. You know. So that's what you do. That's what you do, beautiful sister. Embrace it. Just embrace it, and embrace you don't love on you, all the whole holistic part of you.
Wow, that's really wonderful answer, Dr. Anita. I I cannot I don't have words to express, but it's really amazing, amazing presentations today. I'm so happy to have such an inspiring speakers for this 2 days event Global Summit 2023. I'm so honored for this, uh, being a host for all this beautiful ladies in front of me, talking to them, knowing their personal stories and motivating me. Yeah, everyone has their own ups and downs. Yes, even me as well. But seeing all the speakers' stories, uh, I'm not only the one. So there are so
Right.
many women who are dealing with their positives and negatives. So now I got some energy, some positivity to move on in my life. So thank you so much for all the women. Thank you so much for all the ladies who have joined this event. And I have learned a lot from each speaker's presentation. Thank you, and loved your presence. Lots of love, and hoping to
Love
see you
you.
in our future conferences as well. So yes, if
Thank
you have any questions or if you have any, so you can contact Dr. Anita personally. You can even email her. So definitely, she will help you. I can say that she will help you, and she will motivate you as well. Thank you,
you.
Dr. Anita, and have a great day. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
So let's join our next session, Brandy. Please join our next session speaker and give your valuable comments and love, lots of love to each woman. Thank you.